Welcome back, guys. We're still celebrating 10 years anniversary of that club in London. Meanwhile, I'm hanging out with Stefano Miele, aka Riva Starr. How you doing, Stefano?
Good!
Nice one! So, June 2013, second album and second child. Bingo.
Wow.
Wow, how big is that?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan, indeed.
For the summer, yeah.
Summertime.
Actually, when I had the first one, I released my first album as well.
Yeah?
The same month. So it's kind of...
Right timing.
It's my way to make things.
Yeah,
it's gonna be out in June. It's different, it's not just a clubby album, so it's more songs based.
Yeah.
Now we're going to release the second single with this guy called Russell, who is a big character.
Yeah, on that DVDs actually.
Yeah, it's different, but we're having a lot of remixes on board from, you know, Pioneer to Technasia, Edison Groove, Jesse Rose, Timo Mas, plenty of people.
Big names.
Yeah, because, you know, I still want to keep the club feel around the
around.
So yeah, that's it.
I actually was really like kind of absorbed by the big names that you picked up as collaboration for the album. I mean, like such a broad range of voices. Did this thing kind of enable you to go a little bit more deep or a bit more experimental?
Yeah, well, actually, my background comes from hip hop and progressive rock from the 70s and 60s and everything in between. So because the first album was rather like a club tracks album, because it was my first Riva Starr album, but I've been doing stuff like this, you know, for ages. Under different names. Yeah, Maddox, my real name, Stefano Miele, and others. So I just thought to do the same thing with the second Riva Starr album, you know, pulling in all my influences from back in the days. So, and that's why I choose a different range of, you know, collaboration from Laura Sandy, which has always been, you know, one of my favorite, idols. And Roots Manuva, Speech the Bell, and a couple of Italians, big name like Carannante.
Yeah, exactly. There is a double version, one for Italy and then the other one worldwide, right? Yeah,
actually I decided, because everyone is just, you know, loving the Italian collaborations, I just decided to put them in the international version.
Good.
Even in Japan, they're just loving it. So they have a passion for all the Italian musicians and music. So yeah, they're going to be part of the album.
Nice. Okay, so the first single, Absence, already has received a lot of good feedbacks. And the video is so cool, it's really nice. What is the idea behind it?
I usually like to have the idea first and then, you know, find the right director to make it happen. So I've always been a big fan of, you know, weird, twisted kind of videos. So we decided to make this like fake puppet thing, you know, with the real face, and because, you know, Russell is such a character, it was working perfectly. And I made it with an Italian director. It's called Giulia. He's a huge talent.
Did you make it here in London or?
No, we made it in Milan. So
in Milan?
Yeah, we flew to Milan and made it in 2 days.
Okay. And I was kind of intrigued by the lyrics of the second single. What is the name? Detox Blues, yeah. What actually says?
If depression don't get ya, then the drugs will.
Okay.
Well, because basically Russell doesn't come from a club world. He was part of an indie rock band called The Research. So probably it's tied to that kind of, you know, feel when he goes to the club and, you know, gets depressed because it's not the music he likes. And the original version of Detox Blues was very clubby, but then I decided to rearrange it with some musicians. So we put some strings and real piano, beatless. So it's a very different arrangement now, and I quite like and it's kind of like reflecting the modern times feeling at the moment, you know, with all the recession and fame and people so way depressed and stuff, so they just dive into drugs. No, I don't know, it's just, you should ask Russell.
I'll ask him, I'll catch him up with him.
He always has some different
perspective about life.
Interesting perspective.
So what is Snatch Off because you recently branched out your first label project, Snatch, and it's a very successful label.
Yeah, the thing is that because we're doing more and more like crossover albums, we were thinking about, you know, like specify and, you know, launch like a sub-label in the label that is more like club tracks focused, the stuff that we actually play in the club. So we're just having these specials called Snatch Off that is probably going to be a party as well in the future, with the help of Pirupa and my friend Santos, and of course all the Snatch crew, Mickey and Gabino. And it's gonna be more, you know, like club based. But with Snatch, the main label, we're gonna do more like album projects and more crossover kind of releases, like my album and these new guys called Blue Mondays after the summer.
Italy.
Yeah, very, very talented.
Okay, so we're gonna expect such a big things from that. And I'm not really sure you're actually ready for this 10 hours back to back with Pirupa, because I can't see any headless Maradona
it's in my bag.
Where is it? It's in your bag?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually ready. Cool. Alright, let's have some fun now. Let's crack on with the night. Peace out. Ciao.